My name is James Radford. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Radford Scott. And the reason that I'm here today is because the Inspector General's office and those in the community who support her have called this press conference in response to an aggressive media campaign that has been launched by certain members of city leadership to discredit the work and the mission of the Inspector General of the City of Atlanta. The mission of the Inspector General and the mandate under law is to investigate claims of fraud, waste, and abuse in city government. Many of those investigations have led the Inspector General to subpoena financial records. As any good investigator will tell you, when you are looking at potential fraud, waste, and abuse, the very first thing that you do is follow the money. And they have done that, and that has put them in the crosshairs of certain members of city leadership and certain people who are connected politically to city leadership who do not want them to pursue their investigations with that sort of vigor. As you have all likely heard, there's legislation that has been introduced that the City Council will be considering will significantly water down the office of the Inspector General. And strategically, along with that legislation, there has been a PR and media campaign attacking the Office of the Inspector General and Inspector General Manigault specifically. That is why I've been brought into this case. The board that governs the Office of the Inspector General determined that there was a conflict of interest by the City Attorney's Office. In fact, the linchpin of the most recent media attack on the Office of the Inspector General was a letter that the City Attorney's Office issued to the Inspector General, and then, contrary to the idea that this was privileged attorney-client communication, the City Attorney's Office blasted that letter out in a press release that contained quotes from the mayor's office and quotes from members of council. 3 days after that letter was issued, a lawsuit was filed by a vendor who had dealt with the city, whose financial records were subpoenaed, and a letter threatening another lawsuit and demanding that the city pay $5 million to another person whose records were subject to these financial subpoenas was issued. The city attorney has accused the Office of the Inspector General of issuing financial subpoenas without notifying the deposit holders. And the city attorney has taken the position that this violates Georgia banking law. When I was retained, we did careful legal research on that question and determined that, in fact, the Office of the Inspector General in the city charter has the power to conduct criminal investigations. It is a criminal law enforcement agency, as that term is defined legally. And therefore, under Georgia's banking laws, the Office of the Inspector General absolutely had the authority to issue these financial subpoenas without tipping off the people who are being investigated. That is the very nature of a criminal investigation. The Supreme Court from the mafia days has long held that criminal justice organizations may subpoena financial records without tipping off those who are being investigated. Indeed, that is the whole point. I'm proud to be representing the Office of the Inspector General. I'm proud to be offering her and the office this legal defense, and I'm proud to be standing beside the other individuals here with us today to do so. I'll yield the floor. Thank you.